Yair Rodriguez versus Jeremy Stephens just took place in the co-main event of UFC on ESPN 6 Boston. Reyes versus Weidman. It was a good one. It was a really good fight. I feel like it could be fight of the night. It would be a good one. Very close. The second round was fucking crazy. Yair clearly won. You're all emotional. I picked Yair to win by decision because he's better than Stephens. And you saw that in the first and second round. Stephens ended up in a good position in the third. Managed to get on top of Yair, but Yair was defending well. No way is it a 10-8 round at the end of the fight. If the end of the round is a 10-8 to Stephens, then the second is a 10-8 for Yair. Because Yair dropped him with that vicious body shot. Outstruck him 3-1. Dominant performance from Yair. Now, it was a really good fight. Yair won. Listen to what I'm trying to say to you here. When you're predicting fights and you want to make a bet, if you notice that predicting odds completely change when nothing has happened, that is a sign of emotion. The odds on Yair versus Stephens completely changed since the first fight, and nothing happened but a potential eye poke. Nothing happened. And all of the predicting odds completely changed. What does that tell you? It tells you that everyone in the MMA world is an emotional bitch that bets and predicts who they want to win and not who they think is going to win. It's the same reason that why on the ESPN voting polls, Lawler was picked to beat Covington. I picked Covington. Everyone was picking Lawler. Why are you so emotional? See through your hatred and see the light of who is really going to win. Yair Rodriguez is obviously a better striker than Stephens. Stephens had a chance of KOing Rodriguez. I thought that was his only chance in the fight, was that he was going to land a big KO in the first round. I saw Rodriguez clearly winning the decision. And people are still saying Stephens got robbed. If you're saying Stephens got robbed and you think Stephens won that fight, you shouldn't be allowed to watch MMA. Because there's no way. Yair completely won the first round. Doubled up on strikes against Stephens. Beating him up with the body kicks over and over and over again. Landing good shots on the feet as well with his hands. First round to Yair. Second round, Yair beats the shit out of Stephens for 3.5 minutes. Stephens ends up on top at the end. Yair gets back up and is fine. Yair drops him with a body kick. Maybe not a 10-8. Could be, with the new rules, with the damaging rules. He did drop him with a body kick and beat the shit out of him. And triple his strikes in the round. Could be a 10-8 round. Very likely. It was a 10-9, I understand. Stephens gets on top of him 1.5 minutes into the third round and does nothing with it other than land some petty shots. So you can't give it a 10-8. And even if you could, it would be a draw. So where's all this Stephens got robbed talk? I don't understand the retardation of MMA fans. It makes no sense. They're so emotional. MMA fans are so emotional. And that's why the betting line changed between the first and second fight despite nothing happening. No one changed their game. No one had a different game plan. No one got injured. But the entire MMA community changed their opinion on a prediction based off of how Yair acted after a fight had happened that nothing happened in. The entire MMA media, Brendan Schaub said it himself. I'd love to play it on my phone right now. And I will quote this. Brendan Schaub said it on his video. I think Stephens is going to win. I didn't like the way Yair acted. And he literally gave that as his reason. He says he's picking Stephens to win because he didn't like the way Yair reacted to the eye poke situation. Emotional pussies. Listen to the real guru. I may have got Reyes versus Weidman completely wrong. I didn't know Weidman's chin was completely out of the mix. And he will join Rockhold in the chin of graveyards, I guess, the graveyard of chins. I got the rest of the card right, 9-4. Shalom, brother. Another good prediction day for me. Don't bet with your heart. Bet with your brain. Yeah? Obviously, Rodriguez is better. Good shit. I want to see Rodriguez versus the winner of Zabit versus Qatar. That makes sense. Maybe even Rodriguez versus the winner of Korean Zombie versus Ortega. Sign me up for a Korean Zombie versus Yair Rodriguez rematch. That makes so much sense to me. But if not, we'll see what happens. I'd like to see Yair versus Zabit. That's a great fight. Yair versus Qatar. If Qatar pulls off the upset, that's great. Yair versus Ortega. There's so many fights for him. And Stephens can take on a rematch with Emmett. Both big hitters. A rematch with Emmett makes sense to me. Big fight, a rematch with Aldo, probably not. It's a bit too soon. Maybe though, they're both coming off losses. Who knows what's going to go for Stevens here. But he definitely lost that fight. And I don't know why people are saying otherwise. They're retarded. But yeah, good shit from both guys. Round of applause, and they showed respect at the end. It's what you really want to see. Click that button there. Goodbye. I'll see you later. Subscribe as well. Probably be nice. Thank you for the subscriptions and that. It's good. Someone gave me money as well, so thanks if you gave me money this weekend. That's nice. Gonna go on drugs. A lot of drugs.